Hi Tushara. This is my peer review for your project upcoming. Firstly, congratulations. You have done amazing work till now. I've seen your presentation, it's quite insightful. So, talking about leveraging AI to mitigate capability gaps in change management. You know, I think so, it's a very upcoming topic, and I also feel that it has great potential if you really use it in the right context. So now to start off, okay, what really want to share, in this presentation, that is this is a short. I just want to make a short presentation to provide you constructive feedback on the project, which is leveraging AI to mitigate capability gaps in change management. I also feel that change management right now is a huge subject, and almost all organizations are having it in some form or the other, and the bigger organizations are needing more of it as because of so many people involved and so many stakeholders there. My aim here is to share a balanced, specific, and reflective feedback which will help you in one form or the other and helps you to develop this project to maybe become a little better. And giving and receiving peer feedback helps us to grow as researchers, as I'm sure that you are also someone who's researching through and throughout. It'll give you, a lot of, you're very enthusiastic about the project, and which I feel is very key for a researcher, as you need to fall in love with the problem that you want to solve. And you are definitely doing that, and it's definitely reflective of the presentation that I saw of yours. So, you know, going to the other side is the what was my overall impression? Yeah, my overall impression was the presentation was very clear, it was well structured, and also visually engaging. In terms of how you presented and how you spoke and the things, maybe I'm not as good as you, but then you really did a fantastic job. Looks like you're someone who's coming from a HR background. You know, the topic applying AI to address change management capability gaps is highly relevant for now, and it is also timely as I feel. But just after COVID, a lot of restructuring in organization is going on, and change management will definitely has played a larger role after that. And I think so in the current time it will do so. With AI coming in, a lot of restructuring and reshuffling of work will happen. And I think so that will really create the big difference. The other part was that the cross country comparison between New Zealand and Sri Lanka that you have done, you know, has also added a very valuable context and cultural insight to the entire project. So it's not just based on one specific area, but as you're getting more and more inputs from two different countries, I'm sure that the research will get broader in a sense. And you have a very strong alignment between the problem statement, you know, and also the methodology that you're using. So because you were very clear about the methodology, which I feel that I to extent missed in my presentation, and which is a great learning from your presentation because it really reflects it quite clearly. Now, the learning outcome based feedback, that is what I am here to do. And I just feel that I can help you out maybe in a small way because most of your presentation is really good. I feel it's very contextual, and you working for so many years as a HR professional, obviously your insight is quite different from mine. So, this is just a little bit of what I understood and maybe the kind of implementation that I think can help. So, like for example, stakeholder engagement. You know, you have excellent inclusion of diverse participants. Basically, you have people from IT professionals and organized staff in multiple levels. So those things I think so can be added a little bit more, and you can put everything together as well. Because I know that you have the capability of doing much more, but what you're doing right now is also fantastic. then you can in a point, suggest clarifying how stakeholder feedback will inform the AI, because that's a very important part of it. When broader number of stakeholders, where there are multiple number of stakeholders, so how will they actually inform the AI recommendations, and how do you propose to, that the AI recommendations will take that will change the strategies of how they're making, like the changes that they're making. So what is that feed loop looks like? I think so. If you once you have, once your questionnaires and everything come back, and I'm sure that once you go into the data of it, you will find a lot more commonalities, and you will find a lot more things which are not as good. So that might really help you out. And the learning outcome too, that is leadership and adaptability. So there's a great connection between leadership and AI enable capability development. I think so this space is also really big, because in leadership platforms AI are being used more and more, and I just see a future in which it will just grow. So your research will be highly compatible for that reason, and I also feel that this is a research for the future, as it should be, because that will really help people understand where they're coming from and what they are doing. The other thing is, you know, uh, could be strengthened by explicitly linking to leadership frameworks. So, we have all studied leadership frameworks as a paper, and I think so if we can link it to one or two kinds of leadership framework, and you can show that how the data that you have gathered, and if you put it into that, and how that has changed the entire perspective, right? Even if you do for one or two leadership structures, right? The leadership frameworks, I mean, or structure, yeah. So what happens is it's like a rinse and repeat method. After that, you can use it at different forms and different formats and everything. And I think it will really help your cause, because it will really show that there is a research available in which there is a huge practical side to it, because that will also give everyone like a starting point to where your research is going. So congratulations on that again, you know. Sorry for that. I think my computer just glitched for a certain time. But I also want to tell you, you've done amazing job, and congratulations on making such a great project. I hope to see, what you do by the end of it. I'm sure it's going to be a different, you know, project in a sense, and it's quite exciting to see you like that. So congratulations again. You have done a great job, and I just hope that you just develop it to become better and better. And if my suggestion help you in any way, it will be my privilege. So thank you so much. Okay, I'll see you in class.